Hello, I'm Bry Willis, a philosopher of language and other things. In this segment, I discuss the structural limits of language, Chapter 2 for A Language Insufficiency Hypothesis. I'm taking time away from finishing my next book when language fails, such as the life of a writer in the modern age. It begins with these words. Language did not evolve to draft constitutions. It evolved to point, warn, cajole, and coordinate in shared space. Most discussions about language start in the wrong place. They start with definition, or worse, rules, as if language arrived fully formed, laminated, and approved by committee of very confident men in powdered wigs. Chapter 2 does something more irritating. It asks where language actually comes from, not in the fairy tale sense, but in the messy, historical, power-soaked sense. Language didn't evolve to express truth. It evolved to coordinate behavior, to warn, to bargain, to threaten, to signal belonging. Accuracy was optional. Usefulness was not. What we call fitness before truth, or Donald Hoffman's fitness beats truth. And this distinction matters more than most philosophers like to admit. What we inherit today isn't language as reason. It's language as a patchwork of compromises layered over thousands of years, each layer built to solve a local problem, each later treated as if it were universal. This is where the genealogy comes in. Words carry historical baggage. They encode assumptions about agency, identity, fairness, causality, and when those assumptions no longer match the world, the language doesn't politely retire. It keeps going, like an obsolete legal form that still ruins your afternoon. Chapter 2's central claim is simple but unpopular. Language is not failing because we misuse it. It's failing because it was never designed for the conceptual load we now demand of it. Modernity keeps asking Bronze Age tools to do quantum-level work, then acts surprised when everything turns vague, moralized, or incoherent. This is why debates collapse into shouting, why moral terms metastasize, when everyone insists they're being misunderstood whilst using the same words. It's not just bad faith, it's structural mismatch. In this chapter, I discuss the properties of insufficiency. Several features of language explain why insufficiency persists. Linearity, categorization, arbitrariness, context dependence. These are pedestrian reasons, not necessarily central to my claim, but they are textbook cases of communication challenges. Linearity. Words arrive one after another, but meaning is multidimensional. A popular example uses this phrase, "I never said she stole my money." If you read the book, you'll notice a slight mistake. Yes, this is a shameless self-promotion. I wrote there are 6 inflections. There are 7. I hereby correct my error. To be fair, there are more than 7 configurations because one could emphasize several words in an utterance, but let's not be overly pedantic. Depending on stress emphasis, the meaning changes. I never said she stole my money. I'm not the one who said she stole my money. I never said she stole my money. I never accused her of stealing my money. I never said she stole my money. I did say she stole my money. I never said she stole my money. I never said that she stole my money, though someone else might have. I never said she stole my money. I never said she stole my money, but it's gone. Perhaps she borrowed it, or I lent it to her. I never said she stole my money. I never accused her of stealing my money. It may have been someone else's cash. I never said she stole my money. I never accused her of stealing my money, but I may have said she stole something else. Categorization. Sir Wright's paradox comes into play here, as made famous by Theseus's ship. When does a heap stop being a heap? Why does Russian distinguish blue, goluboy, and sine? Why does English split the colors red and pink? Boundaries imposed by words rarely map neatly onto the world. Arbitrariness. The bond between signifier and signified is conventional, not natural. Nothing about dog, chien, perro makes them inherently canine. There's nothing dog-like in the sound or grapheme of dog. Context dependence. And then there's the polysemy of terms. When I say bank, what are you thinking? How about now? Across languages, we recognize false cognates. Would you like this? In English, most people would appreciate the gesture. In German, most people would not. Of course, we have contextual cues. Are we in fact speaking German? Did she steal my money? What do you think? Have you ever been confused by language? If I say she made a 30-foot basket, do you envisage a woman carrying a large basket or a woman on a basketball court? An old Gaucho Marx joke goes, I shot an elephant in my pajamas. How it got into my pajamas, I'll never know. This captures the ambiguity with comedic effect. The genealogy matters because it punctures a comforting myth that clearer definitions will save us, that better educations will fix it, that if everyone just tried harder, language would finally behave. It won't, because the problem isn't effort, it's inheritance. Chapter 2 isn't pessimistic, it's diagnostic. Once you see where language comes from, you stop expecting it to do things it physically cannot do. And that, paradoxically, is where clearer thinking actually begins. Next chapter is where we start mapping how and where it breaks down. That's when things get properly uncomfortable. Anyway, I'm out of time again. If this was useful, you know what to do. Like, subscribe, share, be notified, ring the bell, be brave, go for it. You've got this. If you think I'm off course or on, let me know in the comments below. This has been another video in a series on a language insufficiency hypothesis. More to follow. Cheers.